Hello, hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to give like a really important update on kind of coronavirus, my life update, because the two have really intertwined and it's really impacting. It's all just become one big tragedy, honestly. So I tried to make this video yesterday, which I did, but since then new updates have happened in Melbourne where I live, and that is going to affect kind of like what's happening next for me, and I guess it affects also my life update. So we'll start with coronavirus. First of all, in Australia, we were doing fine. Everything had opened back up after our 6-week lockdown that we had over like March and April. However, that has now changed as we had a few more spikes in cases over the last 2 weeks. So now we've been reporting over 70 to 100 cases every day, which is a lot for Victoria. So they are going back into lockdown. They just announced it yesterday. Well, at the time that I'm filming this video, they just announced it, but we're going to lockdown today if you're watching this video, so Wednesday midnight, which is really not the greatest, but you know, it's what you have to do for the greater good, for everybody to be healthy and protected and safe. Obviously it's just frustrating, just because like it's never fun to go back into lockdown. Nobody wants to go back into lockdown, and it's for 6 weeks, so it's okay. Like, very annoying, but there are more things happening in the world, and there's a greater reason for it. It's just gotta do what you gotta do. So before they made the lockdown official for Greater Melbourne, for Metro Melbourne, a few suburbs that had hotspots of a few cases had already gone into lockdown. So now we will all go into lockdown in Metro Melbourne. So that is fantastic. So just talking about coronavirus in Myanmar, it's been really, I think, well contained. I'm really proud of Myanmar. However, yeah, the international flight ban hasn't been lifted, which is really annoying for me and for other people that I know who are trying to get back to Myanmar, but unfortunately it is just how it is. I did expect them to extend it to like end of July, and so that I could get back maybe in August, but I think previously they had just been extending it by 2 weeks, like this international flight ban, but they officially made it 1 month at the start of last week, which was, I guess I expected it to happen, but I was still really shocked and then quite like deflated from the news. So I've been feeling very defeated because I just feel like there's just so much uncertainty like when you can get back. But I mean, obviously that's just like me personally. I think there's a lot of other people who are in tougher situations. It's just personally for me, that is a bit frustrating. So moving on to, or just before we move on to life date, just an update for coronavirus in the world. There's more than 11 million cases in the whole world, more than 500,000 deaths, which is incredibly sad. It's still very much so present. Coronavirus is not over, but I guess now it's just really interesting looking at it, because like when I made my first video in March, I never really expected that this would be where we are now. Like everyone thought maybe, like 3 months and it'll be like, we'll be in the clear, we'll be getting better. But I think this is very long term and it's here to stay. So adjusting to living with coronavirus is a challenge for the whole world. And I guess we can only do it if we all do it together and everyone stays as positive and as harmonious as they can. But you know what, it's tough. And that leads me to like my next part, which is my life update. So as I touched on before, I'm really struggling to get back to Myanmar because there is an international flight ban. You can't get back unless you work for the UN, or you are a government official, so a diplomat, or you also are just a government official. But I am none of those. So my only reason to go back is for essential or urgent business reasons, or a compelling reason. And my compelling reason is that I'm an essential worker. So it is really annoying that I can't get back to Myanmar. The process of getting back is quite hard to get on a relief flight. So at the moment there are relief flights from Kuala Lumpur, Seoul, Singapore, Bangkok, and I feel like there's one more. There is one more, I just can't think of it right now. But so there are relief flights from there back to Yangon. I think Seoul is the one that's doing it most frequently, and they're actually the most they're the ones taking the most foreigners onto their relief flights. So I've been trying to get in contact with the embassies to try and get me approved to go on that flight, but at the same time it's really confusing because I have to also apply to leave Australia, like to the government, which is just frustrating because I'm like, I'm not a liability to you once I'm out of the country. I'm not coming back. I work overseas. And I think there might be an exemption for me because I work overseas, but still very frustrating. So I am waiting to get approval from Australia that I can leave the country, but I then need to get approval, I think, from the Myanmar embassy in Australia to board a relief flight from here to one of the transit hubs, and then also get approval from one of those embassies there to board a flight to get back to Yangon. So as you can tell, very tricky, and dealing with government bodies, especially in this time, is really, really hard. So I am mentally exhausted from it. I'm tired, I'm frustrated, I'm very, very frustrated. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to stay positive. Like, obviously spending a lot of time with family and friends is really great, but at the same time it's really hard when you can't have like your normal life routine, like working your full hours, just doing the normal things that you do day to day. And on top of that, like, my boyfriend, my life partner, is overseas in another country, which makes it really hard. And I guess over the last 2 weeks, it's kind of just dawned on me that I haven't seen him in like 4 months, and I'm now going to finding out today that I'm entering a 6-week lockdown. It's not good for the mental health. But I'm trying to stay positive, trying to stay busy. But I guess on top of that, I feel like with YouTube, my YouTube platform is like me, where I go and discover new things. And like for me, I feel Myanmar is the perfect place for me to do that. And I really enjoy making videos in Myanmar because I'm always discovering something new. It's like a mutual experience. Like, you guys get to see something new and I get to also discover something new. But being home in Melbourne, also with coronavirus, it's really hard because I can't take you to all the places I'd want to take you to. Also, I feel like maybe you guys don't connect as well with things in Australia, so it's hard for me to find that like middle ground. So please comment below like what you guys want to see, and especially like as I head into lockdown, if there's specific things you want to see from me, I'd really appreciate it. I have considered like stopping making videos during this time moving forward, just because I feel like I'm not able to make the videos and the content that I really want to make, and so I don't really want to compromise my quality. So that is at the forefront of my mind. I am considering that, but if you guys can like help me come up with ideas, that would be really appreciated. But I will try my best. So all in all, that's my life update. Yeah, going back into lockdown is a really big change, but you know, we're all in it together, we're not alone. But yeah, as a whole, I'm just going to keep trying to get back to Myanmar through a relief flight. I'm hoping that they'll lift the international flight ban by August. Bangkok just recently lifted the international flight ban for like work and medical travel, so hopefully that goes well, and it's a positive example that Myanmar might feel more confident to open up their borders. But I completely understand like why they don't open their borders, but it's just frustrating, and it kind of makes me feel like I should have stayed in Myanmar. But you know, it is what it is, and everything's great in hindsight, isn't it? Anyway guys, for those of you who are going to go through this Metro Melbourne lockdown with me, good luck. You know, stay strong, stay positive, keep yourself busy. I know it's really challenging, like it's just really it's just hard. It's deflating news, so stay strong, you can do it. I know, just keep talking to people as much as you can. Just keep your mind occupied and busy, and yeah, there's so many people to talk to, and there's so many things you can do, and just, I don't know, try something new. But I understand how hard it is, and so I'm here with you guys through this lockdown. For those of you overseas or anywhere else in Australia, in whatever situation you're in, you might be in lockdown, you might be free as a bird, but just stay safe, do what you can to contain the virus. It's really, you know, it's really a tough time for everybody, but be nice to people, be positive, and stay happy. So thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you guys the best, and I really hope that you all stay safe during this time and stay like mentally healthy, because I understand the effect of it. So bye guys, thanks for watching.